Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of repotting. I'm starting to notice that some of my succulents are not doing really well, and when I water them, it's just way too, I've forgotten the word. The dirt is all going right through. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I wanted to make kind of an arrangement type deal. And so I'm gonna go ahead and start making that arrangement, and then with my better soil, as opposed to these guys that are, a lot of them in, some of them are in nursery pots still. And we're gonna make this work a little bit better. So I have never really done an arrangement before, but we're gonna give it a shot. And I really, one of these days, I'm gonna have to clean off this table so that it's actually my workstation and not my, it's holding everything and I have to shift it all around station, but we're doing the best we can. Alright, so get that out of the way for a second. This guy's been doing great, but I really want to kind of get him into oh, yep, we've got a new root. So when I put this guy in here, he only had these roots that were down here, and I took a whole bunch of leaves off of here with the idea that it would root further up the stem, and he has indeed started rooting further up the stem. So this guy, however, is going to need to go pretty deep into this pot in order to be in there, so that's fine. And all the dirt that was in here is still good, because this is my mix of soil. So we'll probably end up using a lot of that, because it hasn't been used for that long, so it's probably in pretty good shape. So that is a trash can. Okay, and I wanted to try, this is one of the guys that's just, yeah. Gonna try and pull some of this apart though. Oh, that's right. If you want to keep the good dirt away from the old dirt. Yeah, this guy, when I was putting it up on the counter over there, he took a tumble, and so a lot of the little pieces broke. He seems to be doing fine, but guess I really should just go ahead and fill this up, shouldn't I? How do people do this? I think I remember seeing them just go ahead and fill it all the way up. Okay. So now we're going to put a little bit of this watch chain in over here. Put these little guys, these poor little guys that have just been living in their little guy, or in those tiny little pots. The one that I moved into a bigger pot is doing like really, really well, and it got a lot bigger and is a lot happier. I assume because the soil is much better. So I figure I should go ahead and add some of these guys into here, and then they will maybe get super happy too. And then I was going to go ahead and put these guys in. How are you doing? Got some roots going on there. There goes my dirt. Bum, bum. I know the camera is shaky because it's on the table here. All right, and then this guy. This is the nice plant that I got from the new nursery, and I have severely underwatered it, so I just missed that it was getting really crappy, so we're just gonna go ahead and add it into this and then water this real nice. This is gonna go into the center, so I can keep an eye on it. Yeah, these poor leaves. Well, part of, I've killed several succulents already this winter by overwatering them. And now apparently I'm going to kill some by underwatering them. Hopefully not kill, but having trouble with underwatering too. So we're just gonna have to kind of see how this goes. Because I would like to not lose these plants. That would be sad. Okay, I need something else to go in here. What else do I have that would be happy to go in there? Maybe this little guy. Oh, you know what? No. If that grows, that's going to get really tall. He's been doing really poorly in here too, so. He just keeps losing leaves. Again, I think it's like an underwatering thing where I'm like scared to overwater them, and so they just are being very underwatered. But I am, however, wanted to propagate a whole bunch of my strings of bananas, and so they're actually doing really well. So I think I'm just going to take a number of them, shove them down in there, and have them be like a little trailing element. Let me get some of my other ones. Where are they? I just kind of stuck them into different pots and left them alone. And they grew roots because that's what succulents do. So. I thought I had 3. Here's the third one. It's the only problem with putting them into random pots is that then when you're looking for them, you're not exactly sure where they went. I don't know. Okay, let's add you in here too. I actually think I'm just going to go ahead and take off the end of this and just plop it in there. I know technically you're supposed to let it callus over, but I've got other ones of these in case that one doesn't make it, but I'm just going to let that go and see if that works. And I have no idea if this arrangement will end up looking any good. Okay, so there's my little arrangement. Who knows how that's going to go. I'm going to go water it in and see how that goes.